What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be talking about the top 5 players you can buy for under 50k in NBA 2K19 MYTEAM. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have one for each of the positions, and they don't necessarily have to be that position, they just have to be able to play that position. So for example, a point, you can use a 2 guard or a small forward, the point guard, and same with power forward, center, you can play either of them, either position. Well, they just have to be able to play the position. That's kind of the only thing about this. So these guys on the bottom are honorable mentions. So Dale Ellis is just a lights out shooter, one of the best shooters in the game, 96 open shot 3, as well as Hall of Fame catch and shoot. Bob Love is one of the best overall just solid players in the game. Really nice badges. He's got 19 gold, 2 Hall of Fame. He's also got a really nice release, a decent shot 3, great shot mid, and is an unbelievable defender. Billy Cunningham is just so cheesy. He's got base 8, which a lot of people don't like. It seems to be a love it or hate it type release. Like, I really like base 8. I think it's one of the best releases in the game. It's one of the best bases in the game. I think Billy Cunningham, as a lefty as well, has one of the best releases in the game, period. But a lot of people don't like it. He's also an incredible dunker. Shoots well from mid, well enough from 3, and can speed boost, can block shots, can get steals, can defend the perimeter, can defend the post, can rebound. He can do absolutely everything, and he can play 4 positions. Marc Gasol is just in because we have to have a center on this list, and I picked Marc Gasol over Karl. Well, have a center, not really on the list, on even at least somewhere in the honorable mentions. I put him in over Karl Anthony Towns because he's taller, shoots the ball a little bit better, and yeah, that's really it. I put him in slightly ahead of Kat. Then we've got LeBron James. He's LeBron. Animations mean more than anything else. He's had a good shot mid, good shot 3. He can't speed boost, unfortunately. Doesn't have the best block, doesn't have the best steal, or even speed ratings, but animations are key. Sidney Moncrief is one of those underrated guys in the game, one of the better releases in the game as well. He's just an insane card. He's got Hall of Fame defensive stopper. He's got some great gold badges, and he's just got some really just good stats overall. Great shot mid. His shot 3 is way better than that because his release is so good. He can speed boost. He's one of the best defensive cards in the game, period, and is a great player. Joe Harris, lights out shooter. Again, another base 8 shooter. I really like base 8. I know a lot of you guys don't, which is why I don't have this guy in my actual 5. But yeah, that's really it. I think Joe Harris, if it was my personal preference, I'd have Joe Harris in the top 5. But I know for a fact a lot of you guys don't like base 8, so that's why Joe Harris and Billy Cunningham are not in it. And then this is the one that I probably should put this guy on the list as the point guard, but the guy who I actually have in a point guard is just way more fun to use. Scotty is just a beast. I hate his release. Like, I straight up hate Scotty's release. He's got defense, stopper, Hall of Fame. Got a good shot mid, good shot 3. He can dunk. Unbelievable defender. He's long, he's fast, he's strong. I just hate his release, and I can't really use Scotty to his full effectiveness. Even though, to be fair, Scotty is kind of like 5.5. Like, the rest of these guys are honorable mentions. Scotty probably will belong in most of your guys' top 5s for under 50k. So at the point guard position, a big reason why he was in over Scotty is because this card is like 20k MT, whereas Scotty's like 50k. So that is the Diamond Brandon Roy. Not Peja Stojakovic. Peja, great card at the start of the game, not great now. But Brandon Roy, I know obviously he's nowhere near as good as the Pink Diamond. He's a base 8 shooter, which I think I may have said earlier that I didn't have any in the starting 5, but you got one. You got one in Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy, he can shoot the mid-range, he can shoot the 3 quite well. His 3 ball is obviously not as good as the Pink Diamond, but it is quite decent. So got ultra cheesy animations, a really good dunker. He can speed boost, he can play a bit of defense, he's fast, and it's just a really fun card to use. May not be the best card in the game, but is just super fun to use. And I enjoy using Brandon Roy a lot more than Scotty, which is why I put him on the list. But again, you could easily enough have Scotty in there. So Brandon Roy has hot zones everywhere, and like I've done gameplays with all of his cards. His release, in my opinion, is money. Like, I know I may not green the most of these here, but it is a base 8 release, and it's really easy to green a game, especially online. Especially online, for some reason, these releases are even easier to green. Base 8, base 11 are way easier to green online than in shoot around. But a really nice card. He can do absolutely everything on offense. Not a bad defender. An incredible card, especially for 25k MT. At the 2, we have got a small forward, and it is Kawhi Leonard Diamond. This card's much better than his Pink Diamond, and again, like, I don't really need to say too much about this card. He is just an incredible card. Everyone knows about this card. 3 Hall of Fame badges, some defense ones, and mid-range Jedi. He's got 15 gold badges. You can pause if you don't see any of them. He's also got a good post fadeaway, good open shot mid, good open shot 3, great dunk tendency of 100 as well. He's got a really nice driving dunk of 90. He can speed boost as well. He's got a good block, good steal, good shot contest, great speed ball acceleration, 98 arc quickness is incredible, great on-ball defensive IQ, and he's just a beast of a card. Like, this card is so good, and he's still like 30k MT, which is crazy. So Kawhi Leonard has got hot zones almost everywhere on the floor. A little bit longer of a release, but not too long that you can't get it off with him. He kind of does, it would help if you do have Hall of Fame limitless range on him, but again, he doesn't necessarily need it because more so than anything, he's a defensive player and just kind of a glue guy. He gets an inch of space and he can burn someone, and he can dunk the ball. He can do everything. He's a locked in defender while also being a fairly decent offensive player. Post fadeaway is good animation. He can dunk, he can go to the basket, he can shoot free throws, and he can hit threes. What more can you want from a player, especially one for 30k MT? At the 3, this guy, like, a lot of people won't have him on their list, but people have now started to forget how good this card actually is. There was a stage where everyone, like, he was kind of underrated when he first came out, then everyone used him, and now he's kind of back to a little bit underrated again. It's Hedo Turkoglu. Hedo Turkoglu, 95 offense, 85 defensive overall. He's got 11 gold badges, well, probably 10. I think I must have put one on him. Oh yeah, he doesn't have gold limitless, and I put limitless on him. That's an important badge to have for Hedo anyway. He's got an incredible 3-point shot and mid-range. He's got base 11, so he's got one of the best releases in the game. Also, he's 6'10 with a wide body, so he's much better defensively. He can shoot over more people. A decent dunker. He's got cheesy dribble moves. He's got quite decent shot contest. Decent rebounding. He's fast. He's got okay lateral quickness and on-ball defensive IQ. But again, it's Hedo Turkoglu. Hedo should not be this good in my team. There is no reason why Hedo should be this good in my team, but he is. Straight up, Hedo is this good in my team. There's no point even questioning why he is this good. There is no, like, you know he's good when he's put Kawhi Leonard out of position. He's also meant that I don't feel bad about not putting Scotty on the list. Hedo Turkoglu is the GOAT. His release is money. His dribble moves, like, I'm not a good dribbler, but if you are a good dribbler, you can actually start abusing people with Hedo's dribble moves. His jumper is just so nice. Of all the base 11 shooters, he may have the best release of them all. Like, not the the actual release point of him. It's really nice. Him or Guglielmo, I think, is the best. But we give him an inch of space, it's good. There's a reason why in the 250k tournament where everyone's using all pink diamonds, you saw a lot of Hedo Turkoglus, and he's still under 50k, which is absolutely crazy in my team. At the power forward position, we've got another super underrated player. Like, people keep sleeping on this guy. If you have my team and you have 50k and you want a power forward, this guy is the perfect card to use. Yeah, Bob Love is great. Yeah, I get it. Billy Cunningham's good. Well, you won't really be running Billy Cunningham at the power forward position. I get it, using LeBron's good, but Tom Gugliotta is so much better. He is so much better. 6'10 power forward. He's played 61 games, averaging 10 points per game. He is shooting over 50% from 3, and he's shooting 4 of 7 of 6.8 from the field, which is not a bad percentage at all. He's one of my main scorers every game I use him. He can shoot the ball really well, even though his ratings would say that he's not the best 3-point shooter. Big reason for that is he's got base 11. He's got one of the best releases in the game. Great post hook and post fadeaway. And an unbelievable driving and standing dunk, one of the better dunkers in the game. When he came out, he was the best dunker in the game. He's also got decent rebounding stats. He's fast, got good speed with ball, so he can push the floor well from the power forward position, Decent lateral quickness, decent on-ball and low post defensive IQ, and is just an incredible card in my team, one of the most underrated cards in the game, period. Tom Gugliotta has got hot zones in the corners and most spots inside the 3. Release again, base 11, release so quick. It's just money. His dunking is incredible. Post fadeaway is really nice, really good animation. If he does get inside, he can do quite well, but he gets an inch of space. Like, a lot of the time, you will catch the ball here and pick and pops. People charge out because he's base 11 shooter. You get to the basket, and then he goes and dunks on him. One of the best dunkers in the game, one of the most underrated cards in the game. Like, I know I use him a lot, but for the majority of people, if this is your first time watching my channel, you may not have even heard of this guy. He's just that little used, apart from the select few to know how good he is. And at the 5, we have got another power forward, and it's Christian Laettner. So Christian Laettner is 6'11". He's got some of the best stats for a diamond in this game. He's got 4 Hall of Fame badges. Pick and popper, difficult shots, and mid-range Jedi, and hustle rebound are all great Hall of Fame badges to have. He's also got 13 gold badges, including Lob City Finisher. 6'11", so he's not too small to play at the 5. He's got a great post hook and fadeaway, both of 96. Insane shot mid, insane shot 3 of 94. He's got quite a good standing and driving dunk. Good free throw of 91 as well. 90 block, He's got a good steal and great shotgun as well. Insane rebounding stats. He's relatively fast for a guy, especially if you're playing him at the 5. Decent lateral quickness for a 6'11 player, but not incredible. Good on ball and great low post defensive IQ. So he's just an absolutely incredible card, and probably best he played the 5 in my opinion. So Christian Laettner has got hot zones in the corners and every single spot inside the 3-point line. Release, I like it. I don't think obviously he's going to be pulling up in people's face or anything. Well, that's not what he's for. But in pick and pop situations, if he gets open, his release is not long enough that it's going to be too much of a problem. Fadeaway is a little bit strange, but I don't mind it. Like, I've gone to it a few times. He can definitely shoot fadeaways over smaller people. It takes him a little bit to get into it, but if they do give him an inch space, he will hit that shot consistently on them. He's a really, really nice pick and pop shooter. His post game is really good, and he's also quite a good dunker, good defender, and just in general, as far as guys who can play the center position go, for less than 50k, he's one of the few that can do everything, because there's not that many great guys that can play the center position at that price range. So anyway, that is the video. These are my top 5 cards, well, my best for each position for under 50k, and these guys down the bottom are all my honorable mentions. I know a lot of these guys were in the squad from yesterday, but I did a little bit more research and realized that Brandon Roy is less than 50k. I've completely forgot about him. Sidney Moncrief, I had to put him on this list just for personal preference. I love this card. A lot of people don't, but I kind of had to because it's my list. And then Dale Ellis as well is an unbelievable shooter. Card that not a lot of people have used too much, but I think he's incredible. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.